messages do we have to guide us to our highest potential for the growth of our soul and enlightenment? Okay. The higher self in my lap. The 6 of crystals at my feet. Okay. And alchemy in front of me. I want to make sure this is all the cards. Felt like there was quite a bit that flew out. This is just it. Higher self. This is the underlying energy here. This is you. You're really connected to who you are spiritually at this time. You could be walking into a little bit more of your higher self. Like, this is going to progress, I feel, over time. It's here, but the potential for more growth is here. Psychic visions. Your personality may change a little bit when you are connected to your higher self. Okay. That's not to say that you're going to become a whole different person, but you are going to be more in tune with who you are on the higher self level, the higher plane, who you are when you're connected. Okay? 6 of crystals here. I'm feeling like you're really looking at balance here of like what you find meaningful. I feel that there will be people who want things from you or might be expecting things from you because they feel you're in a good spot. I feel like you're prioritizing your spirituality, but you're balancing your spirituality with your physical mundane life. Like it's become in balance. You're able to find spirituality and spiritual gnosis within everyday life, which maybe in the past you would have looked at maybe as really not spiritual and really just we're not looking at it with the right eyes. But right now you're more in balance with that. And I think other people want this knowledge. They want your wisdom as well. I mean, some of them might want your might want your material wealth too, let's be honest. But I feel like a lot of people are also going to want your guidance, right? I'm getting that a lot. Alchemy. This was in front of me away. So alchemy is what is being. It's spiritual alchemy. It's alchemy. You're alchemizing your life, your situations, the things that happen to you, and really finding spiritual meaning and spiritual growth through those, really turning the energy around, right? Changing it and transforming it. You're transforming yourself, and as you do, you step more and more into your higher self. Okay? Yeah, you're really going to be a beacon of wisdom soon. Other people will want to know what you have to say because of the obvious transformation that's been going on. And it's obvious. And it will become more obvious over time. This is things that are unfolding right now. These are things that are going to play out. And this is how it's playing out. Okay. Make sure that's... Okay. All right. about this alchemy? The Five of Wands. Okay, there was conflict. I said, what do we need to know about the alchemy? And this Five of Wands came out. So there was conflict. There could have been heartbreak. There were things that were less desirable that you experienced that contributed to this alchemy that you're alchemizing. You're alchemizing these Five of Wands, these conflicts, these experiences of conflict. Okay, and a lot came out here. So on top of that is the Wheel in reverse on top of the Five of Wands. So there was some bad luck, some bad times. This Six of Pentacles, again, only this time reversed. Maybe there was a time when you felt like you weren't able to give, you were in lack. So this is all the stuff you're alchemizing. A feeling like you can't give, like you're in lack. A bad turn of the wheel. Your luck wasn't so great and you had conflicts going on. Oh, and in my lap, the Seven of Wands. You made it through though, and you're still... One second. Despite whatever comes at you, you're in a position of strength and power. You have a lot of spiritual power here, and I feel like the more you spiritually grow, you'll have to experience this, maybe even more so as things come at you. But because you were able to alchemize all those negative experiences, you gained this strength to be able to conquer whatever comes at you. Yeah, and the Ace of Swords with this Seven of Wands. So, yeah, this new way of looking at things, of thinking about things, a new authority. You're able to really tap into the truth. Tap into universal truth, divine truth, but it's also something that's just clarity of mind is what you're receiving. But it's a new way of also looking at things as well. You've alchemized a lot, okay, and this is now who you are. This is what you can do now. You see clearly now, and you're able to stand your ground. Your Nine of Wands. Okay. And you still stay in that position of power. You're strong. You're strong. You've been battle hardened. You're strong. You're capable. Yep. Oops. I mean, you stand at... You stand... What's the word that I'm looking for? You stand ready. You're able, but you stand in like a... You're kind of like a gatekeeper in a way of energy. You really decide what comes to you, what you allow to you. Very strong on boundaries here. You're victorious. Yeah. You stand firm. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is really talking. The Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and Judgment. Moving out. Moving into a new... Yeah. Moving into a new... Moving into a new beginning, a new life, a new way of doing things, a new threshold. There's something about a threshold here, unlocking a new threshold that you're embarking upon with really strong, passionate energy of moving forward. Yeah. You're unlocking a new portal to a new way of being and seeing yourself. Again, becoming more closely aligned with your higher self. Okay? So that's good. Yeah. You've been through a lot. You're really strong now. You're really strong, and you're so strong that despite everything, you're able to stand in your power and move forward and unlock new things and new beginnings and new experiences that you thought you'd never be able to handle, because now you can, because you've alchemized so many things. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Yeah, you've learned to be the hunter and not be hunted. Oh, got some owl action here. Triple owl. But anyway, owls are significant. You have this fierce ferocity ferocity now that you can go into, and oh yeah, this focus too of going into your new destination, your new beginning, your new adventure with heightened focus. Look at those eyes. Definitely strong focus, strong determination. You're determined. All this alchemy, all this stuff that you've turned turned in your favor has only made you stronger. The Sacred Fool, we get another Fool. No, do we have a Fool card in this one? Was that the last reading? No. This is just for this reading. I'm getting, for this though, I'm getting you've survived a lot of manipulation. So again, with this card, we get a dual meaning. We get your Fool, as in like the innocence of going into the new journey, right? Like the Fool in tarot, but also too, we have this manipulation here. So it kind of addresses both issues at once, because you are going into something new, but you have survived manipulation, and you've had a lot of people really have fun with their manipulation, but you've alchemized it, and you're bringing something to life. You're bringing your new, who you are now. You're bringing it to life. You're deciding with each stroke what you're focusing on, what you're bringing into fruition. You're creating, you realize that you are creating what you're experiencing, and that you have control. You're having, is control here. Whoa. Oh, and also too, yeah, definitely with transformation here. The transformation is going to be, yeah, it's gonna be going beyond normal. Yeah, it's going to be extraordinary. You're going way beyond what you ever thought possible. It's definitely beyond normal. Other people are probably gonna do what they do, right? And be react or whatever. But you have a lot of knowledge, and you're definitely, again, unlocking something with your creativity, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Really just branching out. You're going to have some really crazy And what I mean by crazy is you're gonna be like, wow, that's really, it's very like, compared to what you have done in the past, it's like, wow, it's very different. Um, you have a really golden idea, as in like an idea that could really bring you a lot of opportunities as well, because it's so out of the box and so interesting and so different. Again, you've been through a lot. She feels she knows, yeah. This, all this hardship and strife that you've been through and that you had to feel and that you had to alchemize, that's what made you who you are today. You're very strong because of it. Dream, beautiful dream. There's going to be a lot of connections you're going to be making. Could be worldwide connections, could be the internet, and also just in general. Could be a lot of getting like astral travel as well, energetic, earth, like energies, healing earth energies, but definitely going to be expanding yourself out, right? In different dimensions, right? So you have the world connected, let's say the internet, right? Physical world, right? The internet, people, the dreams and astral realm, all these different layers coming together. Again, what do you feel? Definitely feel your feelings. Definitely weigh out your feelings. There is judgment here. We had the judgment card. Right, where is that? We had the judgment card. We also, how do you feel? Weighing. There's like weighing things. You are balancing things out. You are analyzing things, weighing things, feeling things out. How they feel, how they work together. How they work together for the whole. Bringing these parts into a greater whole and seeing how they work together to bring that whole into existence, right? Focus on the light. You've been through a lot. You've alchemized a lot of heavy things, and now it's time to focus on the light. Focus on the things that bring you joy. Focus on your goals, what you have and what you're bringing to the world. A lot of growth here, a lot of growth and a lot of expansion. Very promising new beginning that you're embarking upon. Hibernation. Okay, there is a need to hibernate. There's a need to rest. There's a need to incubate. To incubate something. For when it's ready. Also get going deep within. And resting, finding solace there, finding a refuge there. Love and community come out. Interesting. So there is a community here. You will be giving to a community. You will be sharing your knowledge, and you will be sharing your compassion. Sharing your love and compassion. Having love and compassion for yourself, and then bringing that to the community and helping transform a community. Transform yourself and the community together. A lot of transforming going on. A lot of bringing into new, bringing something to life in a new way, right? There's a lot of that. There's another card that fell, wasn't there? Ah, rest. Did I say rest? So we have rest and hibernation. You might need to take a day off. Might need to do that. Sleep is very important. You're probably going to get a lot of visions and clarity in your dreams. Okay, maybe some messages there from the higher self or from spirit guides or whoever you work with that's going to help you. Yep. Open your minds. Again, expansive mind. Very expansive. Yeah, you're going beyond normal, you're expanding. Okay? Because you've been through a lot and now it's time to expand. But you'll also need to rest. And expanding while you're resting. So that, again, be with the dreaming and travel and meditation, right? We have knowledge, we have boundaries, and we have action. Knowledge, boundaries, and action. Boundaries are important. Again, now that you're standing firm, remember, you're standing firm and you're able to ward off things that come at you, that you gain this through alchemizing hard times, hard situations, and now you have these boundaries to help keep that, protect that, keep that in place, right? Right? So, and then you have knowledge and action, putting your knowledge in action. Okay. Opening up yourself to new types of knowledge, new subjects, or old subjects, but just in a new way, right? And taking action, because you do need to take action. There's a lot of movement too. I'm also feeling almost like an Eight of Wands movement with this card right now. But yeah, a lot of movement. So action is required. So again, putting yourself out there, expanding yourself, because you're strong now. You're strong enough to do this. You're strong enough to move forward with what you want to accomplish in your life, because you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of healing. And now it's time for you to take that strong person that you are and move into doing, move into creating, move into building, right? And when you do so, you are connecting with your higher self. You will be getting a lot of beautiful messages from spirit as well. And you just need to open up to that, okay? It's a really beautiful spiritual time for you. Okay? With that being said, peace and blessings.